Hi all, my name is Gulshan Banu, working as an assistant professor, AI and DS department, SNS Institutions. As a part of the continuation of Unit 1, Software Process and Agile Development, I am here to present you a topic called as Perspective Process Model. In the previous video, we saw certain topics like software engineering, software process, etc. So, software engineering and software process is nothing but it has different kinds of the way in which a project should be assigned, the way in which the project should be done, and the way in which the other projects should be associated with one another in an efficient way, and how we have to design the project. So perspective process model is nothing but you have to have whenever you design a project or a product or whatever it is, you have to consider the perspective of different kinds of stakeholders, right? So without understanding their perspective, designing a process model will be very much difficult. So perspective process model recognizes different users, developers, managers, customers, etc., and they focus on the understanding of all those commodities together. Now it has to consider both human and non-human, technical person, etc., in an efficient way. So if you have to identify the existing system, the gap that has been provided in those process, and then develop a new project that could be helped by and it could also be used by the other users. First, software problem have multiple viewpoints, right? So identifying those process is very difficult. Now we have to align those process with the business and the users requirement. Next, what you have to do is you have to schedule the cost, you have to schedule the quality and the risk. You have to clarify different kinds of roles and responsibilities that is associated with the software process. The next thing that you have to do is you have to summarize the criteria of each process. The first thing of this perspective process model is the waterfall model. Waterfall model has these different stages like requirement stage, design stage, development stage, testing, deployment, and maintenance. So requirement is knowing about the basic need of a process. Next, you have to design based on the requirements associated with it. Next, you have to develop the product based on the design that you have created and the requirement. After that, you have to test the process. You have to deploy. That is nothing but get feedback from different customers. Next, the last part is the maintenance one. The next process is the incremental model. Incremental model has the small functional increments then and there. It improves the product in a very simple way. Okay, like same as that of the waterfall model, incremental model has 4 different types: requirement analysis, design and development, testing and implementation. Requirement analysis is same as gathering different kinds of requirements from different kinds of users. Next is design and development. The third part is the testing one, and the last one is the implementation. The next process model is the evolutionary model. Evolutionary model has 3 different types, that is spiral, component based. Next thing of the spiral, component based, and then you have the process in this evolutionary model is the RAD process. So spiral, RAD, and the other process is based on splitting different kinds of process into smaller units. Then you have to identify what kind of problem is associated. You have to develop a product, you have to validate it, and then give the final implementation for the given product. So what does this perspective process model do is it explores different software process, it supports different project context, it is flexible, it evaluates different kind of quality, time, cost, it improves the process. Perspective process model actually has different kinds of models, workflows, frameworks, etc. Visualizing this and interacting with different kinds of users plays a major role. Now there are different kinds of perspective models used then and there by the stakeholders, and process usability is that it identifies the weakness, it improves the area, and it has continuous learning process also. Now, this is what we have seen in the perspective process model. Perspective process model has three different types, that is waterfall model, incremental model, evolutionary model. So, in this we saw certain core principles that is associated with it, and we saw certain analytics, and we saw strategic planning. We saw what is different kinds of modeling and planning. We saw how we have to implement and refine. These are certain references for your better understanding. Now this is a basic quiz associated with this perspective process model, that is you have to just identify which kind of process model is responsible for this. Please comment the answer in the comment section whenever you feel free. So as of now, this is what about perspective process model. Thank you. Have a good day.